I have had a decent few days. I did end up waking up early to go to class to work out at 6 a.m. I didn't go back to sleep, and I managed to be fairly productive both that day and the next day, and being pretty tired to go to sleep. Although sleep is quite restless. I don't feel well rested when I get up. I'm still managing to get a lot of sleep. The Saturday, we went to the workout in the morning, and I ended up getting dressed and ready, like shaved my legs, like all the things, got my makeup put on, outfit on, and that's kind of where it all came downhill, is when I put on my outfit. I feel really self-conscious in my clothes right now. I tried to put on a loose pair of jeans, like they were loose in the belly, and I am just looking at myself and I feel disgusted. I hate my thighs, I hate my butt, I hate my lower belly, abdominal area. But honestly, it's like that's the area I feel like I see growing a little bit more. I'm, you know, 13 weeks, so maybe I'm starting to show already. But I just felt really bad about myself and just unable to go. Like, my depression was crippling, and I felt devastated that I couldn't even leave the house to do something nice for Lucas. Like, I know he's a people person. He loves to go out, and I'm kind of the person that likes to stay home in general. And I felt really bad that I wasn't able to go out. Like, I was feeling pretty self-conscious and just ready to curl up and go to bed. And so despite 3 hours of basically telling him he could go without me, or, you know, that I wasn't going, he walked me through it, and we finally picked out a dress I could wear instead, and a cardigan, and so something a little more loose. But even in the dress, I felt like my stomach was pooching out a bit, so I was still not feeling quite 100%. And even though I had taken all my makeup off because I was so frustrated, and I was in my pajamas, like everything was off. Like, I put my makeup back on, some earrings back on, and we managed to go to dinner. We had pizza at a nicer restaurant, and I had like a salad, and he had a couple drinks. So I drove us to a pie place in town, and so we got a couple pieces of pie, and we decided, I felt bad because Lucas said, let's go home to eat them, and I was like, but you want to be out. So I thought we were going to go to a brewery and eat them, but we went ahead and stopped at a brewery on the way home just so I could have a couple of the newer beers that came out. And then we did come home and eat ice cream with our pie and watched a movie. So it was a good night. It was like the best of both worlds, I think, because Lucas got to go out, but I got to stay in at the end of the night and not be such a big thing. But I feel grateful that he spent like 3 hours just dealing with me, and it may not have been the prettiest, but basically the only part that's important is that we got through that he was able to help me get back out of that funk and make it out of the house, and we had a good night. So I'm hoping things are looking up, but it's hard. I had a really unfortunate, crazy dream last night. I woke myself up. It was like a nightmare. I woke myself up basically screaming no. In my dream, my dog Rex got hit by a car, and so I had woken him like, no, like that, and woke Lucas up, but I couldn't go back to sleep. I called Rex up on the bed, and he laid with me, and I think I stayed up for about 10 minutes before I was able to fall back asleep. And those dreams were really vivid. Like, it felt so real that I was just completely devastated. So, and like hoping that's not like a testament of the future. Like, it scares me to death. Like, it was like, I know what street it was on. Like, I know, you know, it just felt so real, and I should not like that. So, sleep is very hard. Like, I don't feel comfortable at night. I toss and turn a lot, wake up feeling pretty exhausted, doesn't matter how much sleep I get, and then now these dreams. So it's definitely been interesting, but I'm hoping, since I had a good last few days with only just one episode, if you will, that things are getting better and that the second trimester really is where it's at. So I have not opened this because I don't ever suspect that any Amazon packages for me. But I got a gift from my brother, my sister-in-law, and their daughters, my nieces. Oh, how cute. Look at these.
What?
I had one very similar to this, and then the cat broke it, aka Lucas. Kind of similar, I should say. It's really cute. Thank you. What is this? Oh, how cute. It's a little spoon. Don't drop yours. You've been playing drinks. The only thing I don't like is how it feels like it's gonna come off. But thank you. It's so cute. Today I had an appointment with my OBGYN and I had a pap smear done. I haven't had one of those since high school, so it was well overdue. She checked both my cervixes. Yes, I have two. And she's going to refer me over to a specialist within the next few weeks so they can check out both cervixes and see what kind of complications I might run across, the possibility of C-section, which might be something I'll have to do just because of that. And in 4 weeks, I'll have another appointment back with my OBGYN. Once that appointment comes, that's when we'll schedule my appointment with the ultrasound to figure out the sex of the baby, so that's exciting. Today we got to hear the heartbeat. It was at 154 to 160, so at the higher range still, but still normal. Everything seemed fine. And Lucas got to find the heartbeat, so that was special. And we went to the grocery store, and I got my Cheez-Its, and I got a few other things I'm going to share with you guys. Not only did I go to Crest today, but a friend of ours invited me to go to Trader Joe's with her, so we went there as well. So I got a fun couple items. I got ingredients for Lucas and I to make pizza tonight. So he's always wanted to do that, so we're gonna do that. I also got buffalo chicken dip from Trader Joe's. And I got this at Sam's to help me eat my vegetables. And with my strawberries, I got chocolate hummus. And of course, more buffalo ranch because yum. And dark chocolate peanut butter cups for me. Candy cane Oreos, basically, for Lucas. And you can never go wrong with nut butter. How many things can I rant or rage about? Thinking about all the things I need to purchase for the baby or the nursery or for myself is a bit overwhelming. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I go to like set up some things on my registry and all I have is a star night lamp. It's circular and it cut out stars. And so it goes up on the ceiling. That's it. That's all I got. When my husband leaves his bowls or plates in the sink, not really washed off, that's disgusting. Now that is disgusting because I can smell it. I have a better sense of smell right now, so it's gross. Gross, gross, gross. And I also don't like the smell of cleaning products right now. That kills me. It's too strong. It's also overwhelming. All the products in your makeup, your lotions, your sunscreen, you know, body wash, any other products you use daily, things that you need to avoid. But then I asked my doctor, what kind of makeup should I avoid? She's like, well, what kind of makeup do you use or whatever? And I literally am like NYX from Ulta, you know, mostly if I had to guess. And then she's like, no, you should be fine. You know, like she didn't even seem to care about the sunscreen or anything. So I'm like, y'all are out here making new moms stressed for no reason. I think my OBGYN would tell me if I shouldn't be doing things, but she did tell me no fit aids, so that was a bummer. And she told me that sleepy time tea that Lucas bought me is a go. So at least there's that. Last night, I dreamed I was in combat. Literally before I woke up, I was like, to be continued in episode 2. Like, I'm like, oh, I hope I don't have that dream again tonight, like where I left off. You know what's sweet? When Lucas tells me thank you for heating his breakfast up. Like, that's all I did is heat it up. But I did prep it this week. Finally got some meal preps in, so that's a big deal. Your hair is growing, so it doesn't matter how long ago I shaved my armpits or my legs or plucked my eyebrows. They're growing rapidly. And supposedly your nails are growing, so I just cut those. Ab workouts are still a go, or like sit-ups or crunches, but they feel a little odd at times, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not quite pushing myself there. We had what we call ab rollouts at the gym today, and I just kind of went like partial way, even though I knew I could go further, but just to be safe. It's a fight every week to take my weekly bumpy photo. We moved it inside. I wanted to do it outside so I could see the seasons change. Lucas wanted me to do it in like a little bralette so you could see my belly. Well, now I've decided I don't want to be outside when the seasons change because it's cold now. Then I went and took one in front of my door, and then it's just a lot going on in the background, so I didn't like that. So I moved it to the bedroom. It's just a big thing. And now I'm like, well, the light hits me funny on this side. So like now I'm facing a different direction than when I first originally took him. But I'm like, does it really matter? I'm at week 14 as of today or yesterday. I'm at week 14. So does it really matter what the other ones look like? Should I delete the other ones? Like it's stressful. Lucas like, just keep them. And I'm like, why am I stressed out about bumpy photos and what to put on my white, like, or my letter board? I have Glow and Grow right now. But how am I supposed to think of something different every week? How do people do that? I finished chapter 6 of my precision nutrition course. So yay, it's taken me like 2 weeks to do that chapter, even though that chapter is only a couple pages. So I really need to figure out a way to get this moving. Like I know what I need to do, it's just a matter of doing it. So I need to make sure I keep on with that, and I really want to finish that before the baby gets here, if not at all sooner. Okay. I'm literally going to look up how to successfully set up my week for a self-employed stay-at-home person. Because I need some help next week. I need to do something. But chances are I'm going to get back on here and be like, yeah, I didn't really do much this week either. Hey Alexa, how do I get my ass moving next week? WikiHow. No thanks. You know what it's always like? I'll just wait till Monday. Procrastination at its finest.